Hey guys, welcome back to Tom Mod's Things. We have just finished the Max Power reunion show where we got 3 cars finished for the show. That was the Arosa, the Calibra and the 206. We'll be doing a catch-up video on that very shortly on the final bits of bobs of that and basically where we got up to with it and full unveiling. Whereas today on this episode we are starting the brand new project. In to the unit. Oh yeah, for this bad boy over here. Right, so let's get these doors open and let's get this outside and show you exactly what we're going to be building for next year. Right, there we go guys. So that is the Civic build that we are building for next year for the Max Power Reunion Show 2027. Cannot wait for that. This is going to be absolutely epic. Right, so a quick walk around this absolutely amazing project and the reason why we picked this up. So this is, I think, a 97 EG, I think they call it, Civic. So this was a project that a friend of mine had started and it had been left unfinished for about 10 years, I believe. And basically left kind of similar to this, a few little bits kind of done here and there, and it was never going to get finished, unfortunately, at least not within a reasonable time frame. So reached out to me, because you know me, always into this stupid stuff, and effectively asked whether or not we'd want to take it on and basically build it and show it back off again in the way that it was always intended. So we've got some pretty iconic and amazing sort of styling pieces on this particular car, which are absolutely period correct and amazing. We've got this full wide arch body kit. Now there's 2 versions of this. You either have the Fields kit or you have the Wings West. And effectively that is kind of this iconic shaped front bumper, which you can see is absolutely ginormous. Just look at how far that comes out of the front of the car. Absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? So you have that, you've got the wide arches, you've got the side skirts coming around to the back, the wider sort of over fenders on the back as well, and then round to the rear bumper. And you have this kind of little valance piece that kind of goes onto the original sort of bumper underneath. And then as with all those kits, you've got to have a massive spoiler on the back. So you end up with this thing as well, which looks very similar to kind of like a Kingdom rear spoiler, but I believe it's part of this kit. Now there's a few bits that are kind of missing from the kit. There's like a low level, like midline spoiler that you can get for these, which we are going to be on the lookout for to see if we can pick one up just to complete the kit. But I think you'll agree, the overall aesthetic of all of this looks absolutely epic. Very cool. So we've also got an Evo style sort of hood scoop and bonnet, all being kind of blended in with kind of like a extension sort of bad boy angled sort of bits on the headlights just to make it look a little bit more mean at the front. Now the wheels on this completely unknown. We do have the centre caps that came with them as well, but they are 18-inch, kind of sit perfectly within the arches. They are chrome. Once they clean up and stuff, maybe we'll get a cloth out and we'll give them a quick shine just to see what they look like 100%. But yes, sort of don't know whether we're going to be keeping these or go for maybe like a, I'll chuck it up here, like a racing Halt C5 or something, which is kind of like perfect period correct wheel really for that era. There were a few of these Civics with those bits on and they always look spot on. So round to the back, missing them at the moment, but we do have a couple of sets of rear lights for this. We've got some standard Lexus style rear lights, but then we've also got some Type R ones as well. So what we use on that, not too sure at the moment. Then we've kind of got the rear where we're, I think, going to smooth out this whole rear boot panel. It's looking a bit tired for itself, to be honest. So there's quite a lot of work that's required around here and stuff. The bumper's also been cut short, as we can see here. Not sure why that happened like that, but going to make a piece that basically matches this and comes down here, and we'll just 3D print it so it all matches correctly. Now, if you come around to the other side, we've got a bit of a special thing over here. Now, somebody on my Instagram, as soon as I sort of showed that we'd picked up one of these, reached out to say that they had these amazing front headlights. Now, I can't remember the exact brand of these, but they're incredibly rare, very sought after, so was mega happy that they offered to sell me them. They do need some work, as we can see here. They're a little bit sort of rusty and stuff on the chrome, nothing that we can't sort out, and they're also missing some of the bulb holders underneath, which is a bit of a shame, but just one of those things. But yes. Ooh, just can't get enough. I think it's going to look absolutely epic when it's finished. So we've also got some carbon spoon mirrors as well, which again, very rare part, nice to have and stuff. So yeah, these just need a big clean up because they are very, very dusty and have been sat around for ages, years and years and years without any sort of love or attention. Now, exterior wise, the car's actually in pretty good shape. We've got a few areas like this where we've got obviously some paint's come off and we've got some rust coming through, so that's going to need to be ground back and treated. And to be honest, we're going to be smoothing out all the rub strips and stuff on these bits anyway, so there's sort of a fair amount of body work that needs to happen. Now, bits that weren't so great is some of the arches aren't cut particularly well, so there's sort of lots of areas like that where we just kind of need to tidy things up just a bit before we can even get to the point where we start to think about what we're doing moving forwards. Now, you will see that the car is absolutely slammed on the front, but that is because it's got a leak, whereas the rear is up in the air, and the car has air ride fitted. I say fitted loosely because effectively it's just the tank and stuff that's been shoved in the back. We've actually fixed a few of these bits down since then because all of this was rattling around, including the battery and all the cabling and stuff just needs sorting out. So the actual interior is kind of pretty bare, but we did get all the spare parts with it to go back in. So as soon as we decide what we're doing with the interior, we'll be able to pull that back together. Now, the actual suspension and all the stuff underneath is actually pretty good. Now, there's a couple of places underneath which I'll show you which do need a bit of repair. We knew about this when we picked it up. It's just one of those things where kind of it's an old Japanese 90s car. They always rust. So most of it's been treated, be it that we're probably going to grind back some of the sort of undercoat and stuff just to make sure that it is spot on. But there's a few little patches and stuff that are a bit crusty at the moment which never got sorted. So we're going to need to look into that and get that fixed. Now, one other thing as part of this, which is quite a cool little addition, is if we come around here and open this up, it has a H series engine underneath out of a Prelude, I think. So it's a 2.2, or is it H series or B series anyway, one of the series, but out of a Prelude. And it's also got a turbo manifold on the front of it ready to go for what we need. It's got a few little sort of trick bits and stuff all added in, and bits have been painted. The block is all yellow and stuff, as we can see down there on the lower casing, and the gearbox is blue, kind of like the Spoon. Sort of racing style, but we've got bits like this where it's just been sat for ages, and so we've got some rust coming through on some of the mounts that have been added in here to convert it to this. And obviously the base, this kind of like beige colour as well, so whether the car was originally that sort of colour, I'm not too sure, to be honest, because it's weird with the white outside and then beige across the engine bay itself. But we've got nice little bits like silicone hose kits and alley rads, and then all the subframe and stuff, as you can just see down there, has all been painted blue and stuff when this has been out as well. So it's got a few little nice bits on it, but in need of a lot of love and attention to get this finished and back to sort of the point where it should have always been as a show car. Now, the interior, nothing special. There is a wheel on there. There's some crazy headliner up here, as we can see, with a load of minions. Not sure, but load of minions anyway, and then sort of standard dash and stuff. Got our little air ride stuff just down there, which is on manual with toggles, but yeah, nothing really crazy going on in here at the moment. It just needs a really good clean and kind of deciding on what we do with it. So first things first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack on getting all of the crap that's out of the car at the moment. So we've got a few bits in there like all the lights and stuff, so I'm going to get all those out, and then we're going to see exactly what we've got to play with. We've also got the other cars in there at the moment, Snakeskin Saxo, the Airbrush Corsa and the Kingdom Saxo, and then these other vault wheels that I picked up the other day just as a spare set, the same that are on the 106. I've done centre caps for these now, so I'll chuck up a picture. So I've done reproduction caps, which anyone can purchase to complete their set of vaults, vault Estrellas or vault crystals, depending on where you are in the world. And effectively anyone can kind of take that and basically go and build your sets. So you can get them chrome painted, you could get them chrome wrapped if you wanted, or you can get them vacuum metallized like the original caps. I've even had somebody powder coat them. How they managed to do that with plastic, but they said they had to get it up to about 200 degrees, and we were using high temp resin on these reproduction caps, which meant that they actually held up and had all the powder coat added to them, which is kind of cool, to be honest. So yeah, hit me up for those if you want them. They'll be on TNT Works and also on my eBay store. I've got is just a little 3D printed prototype that I did at home, so that gives you an idea as to what we're looking at. They won't be grey, they'll be produced in like a raw white sort of primered type thing, all fully smooth, using an SLA process. So I guess let's get the back open, let's get the doors open, and let's get all the crap out. Right, so there's a big pile of stuff that we removed. Lots of old Jap splitters, spoilers off of Celicas and stuff. Basically, there was a load of stuff that was included with this car, including a new engine, all of the audio for it, and a load of other miscellaneous bits like Lambo hinges for the doors and stuff. So all the stuff to make this project really, really cool. But as I say, just never got around to getting it sorted. So we are going to get it sorted, we are going to get it fixed, and it's going to look absolutely amazing for next year's show. So then what you guys would also love to see is what it looks like underneath. So we'll see if we can get under here. So we've got some billet sort of lower arms and stuff. All of the fixings, as you can see, there's a lot of under seal that got put on this. Was told it was all treated, but we need to kind of go through and check it. Got our air suspension, as we can see up there, with our brakes and stuff, which I believe were upgraded as well as part of the whole package. So yeah, it just kind of needs really going through. Kind of it all looks pretty good under there. There's just a few bits which I think were just down there on one of the sills, and then just up on this side as well that just needed some treatment, but the rest of it under here for a Jap car looks pretty damn good. You guys that are into your Jap cars will definitely be able to tell me whether or not that is a clean looking underside on a Civic or it looks terrible. My understanding is they go cheese very, very quickly, so anything that's structurally sound and solid is pretty good. So yeah, with all the stuff taken out, we kind of can see that there's definitely been something living in this at some point. Not looking brilliant, but not looking terrible at the same time. We've got kind of our piggyback ECUs and stuff knocking around down here. We need to find out where to put this. Obviously, we've got all the finishing pieces for all of this air ride and stuff. Funny enough, this is really quite funny because this gear stick was actually the first gear stick or gear knob that I ever purchased as a Rip Speed unit, which I just took out of the Erosa build. So a little bit of backstory of this is I am building this car with two other guys. So that is Dan and Bart, who you saw were joining in basically with the Calibre and 206 in the first car mods with Dad Bod's build series. We have all chimed in and we are all going to be doing this together in our brand new unit, which is this one here, which we are just putting together at the moment, and dead excited to get this sorted. It's going to be pretty epic, to be honest. Very, very, very cool. And it means things like the Snakeskin Saxo. I've got a lovely place to live in the dry. So yeah, we're in the process of getting this sorted out. So when that does happen, these videos are going to start moving over to a new kind of channel, as well as this one as like a collaboration. So the other channel is going to be 2.5 cylinders. And that's going to be for the three of us doing sort of crazy stuff. So anything that comes from this channel that bridges the gap with those two guys will be put on that channel as well. The Instagram is already live, so I'll put a little thing here to show you what that looks like. So do go and sign up for that. We're going to be starting to post a lot of content from inside here, not just the Max Power stuff, but all of the other cars in the collection that we have as well. There's a lot of interesting and weird stuff. We're going to be doing car reviews as well, which is going to be awesome, on the weird and the wonderful, not just supercars like everyone else seems to do, but all the weird stuff, which hopefully you guys like to watch as well. So yeah, so this is a little introduction into what we are doing with that thing. So stay tuned for that. Obviously hit the share and like button if you like this sort of content, and stay tuned for more of it, because there is definitely more on the horizon. I've also got a video of the stupid stuff that we did to that monstrosity over there to come shortly, and just generally all the sort of weird and wonderful stuff from the early 2000s. And so yes, very, very excited boy at the moment. So yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Stay tuned. See you later.